Oh my gosh, the title is wrong! Gosh dang it. Stupid. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I definitely know how to freaking stream. Also, just a preface, I'd be very surprised if anyone actually is able to watch this freaking stream, because like I'm streaming at such a random time. No one would ever have expected that I'd be streaming now, so yeah, I imagine like literally no one will be here, but it doesn't matter. Main thing is I just want to stream. I gotta get the practice in for that anyway, so. Also, on the same exact stream, we're gonna officially hit 3K attempts. So, I guess there's something to look forward to.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marchez dans l'eau ralenti.
So, basically today, here's basically all I have in a day, by the way. I did one practice run for fun, and I got the world record again. Like, it's actually so annoying that it's happening like this. Like, I would really like it if we could stop doing that forever. Let's just stop doing that. Let's just ban getting a practice run being a world record. That shouldn't even be a possibility. I do the freaking practice run for one reason. What do you think it is? It's the freaking practice. To, like, make sure I'm not, like, gonna be like a moron or whatever whenever I, like, try doing the run for real, you know? But for some freaking reason, I can't seem to get it through my head that I'm not supposed to world record in a practice run, because I keep on doing it now. That's just like the new thing, is that every single time I do a practice run, we can just expect I'm gonna get the world record on the first attempt. I'm not even exaggerating either when I'm saying the first attempt. Literally the first attempt. Stupid. You're really stretching out the content by getting multiple sub-18 runs to FGM and failing. What do you... I can't just like manipulate FGM. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you see on the left. Okay, well I am unbalanced. Here, I'll compare against personal best. Look at that. Literally, my average is 218 FGM. It's always 218. This was the most average possible FGM ever. Could not have asked for anything more average than that. So stupid, dude. I might as well just run against my freaking average splits at this point, to be honest. Man, like, what's even like the point then? Yeah, boys. I hope you're doing good. But wow, this game right now is annoying at the moment. Very annoying. Because like I'm doing like these streams, right, to freaking like just in case it happens, we can like we have like a better documentation of it actually happening instead of it just being like, oh, and I've just now posted the world record video, you know. I think just look, I don't know, then I really hope that if I do get a sub-18 that it's actually streamed, not just recorded. Because if I get a sub-18, I'm probably just actually done. Is this really the world's first Shrek 2 PC stream without lag? Oh man, isn't the first one.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
Feel much better.
Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de...
I think I know what you mean by that.
Attention aux ronces, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
You would do that. That was a long sickness, bro. If you're only just now getting over it. Crikey, dude.
Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar en... Attention aux ronces, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
Oh, by the way, I probably should have clarified this in the description of the stream, but this is using the new Autosplitter version 2.1. So, yeah, if anything majorly breaks, that would be, well, now would be the time for it to happen. Because we want it to happen early if it does happen. If it doesn't, then that... I mean, if it doesn't break at all this entire stream, that means that it's stable enough finally. More than likely. Provided that, that the load remover is working consistently for everyone. I love that jump, dude. So fun. What, you, like, slept in that hard to the point where they were like... Oh, and I guess he's dead now.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit.
It's too bad I never really got to hear much about like the severity of the story, you know.
Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar en... Attention aux ronces.
All I've known is that like you got like absolutely boned by this one particular sickness. Interesting time to get sick too.
En plus,
Am I spamming too fast? Nope, apparently not.
tu as réussi.
Bruh. My game really just did that. It really just did. I think I like... I don't even know what that even was. Never mind. I think I'm like literally just seeing things at this point. This is what happens when you play Shrek 2 for too long.
Pour sauter. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit. Pour sauter sur le
What type of sickness is that?
fais un clic droit.
That is insane, dude. What the hell?
Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait
I guess you weren't joking.
Attention aux ronces, Shrek.
I mean, it's still paraphrased, but it's interesting. I don't think I've ever had a sickness like that before.
Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
You said like you were paralyzed, so you weren't actually paralyzed. Question mark? How can you only be a little bit paralyzed? Like, I know there's like aspects that can be paralyzed and other ones that are not. But I feel like that'd be probably less common than just being... I don't know. Odd. Where do you even get a sickness like that from, bro? this dude rolled the worst RNG ever. What's the worst possible sickness that we can have? Let's see, this one right over here looks like a great candidate. Like crazy inflammation, sounds like. To some extent. That's gotta be freaking interesting to experience. But like now you're not dealing with it. Or if you're not, then you've recovered from it enough to the point where it doesn't really matter much now. Like it's just kind of there.
Oh, ces plantes-là sont terribles. Hey!
Love that jump.
Je serais peut-être grincheux si j'avais aussi des racines. T'as pas l'air bête maintenant. J'aime pas la tête de ces arbres.
Okay, that was a miracle. Man, I feel like it's gonna take me literally forever before I ever beat my run, dude. I said that about the 1813, but now I'm actually saying that about the 1809. Because now we're starting to get to the point where I literally can't make a mistake, hardly. If we take out all the mistakes from my 1809, it would have been like an in like a 1758 or something, and that's like it. I can't really be making much. You've had it before, so this is the worst it's been. Interesting. Is it one of those like crazy rare like illnesses? Because like technically you could have something like that, like a chronic illness of some sort that causes that, or something that triggers something. You know how it is. That'd be so freaking lame. That's actually what it is. Hopefully it's something that's like more controllable, you know. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna literally throw my head in the wall, dude, if I do that. I can't stop doing it. XDD, just take Tylenol. That's all you gotta do to solve all your problems. Did you know? I hope you have been feeling better though, since then. I wonder what the pain was like, to be honest. I hate my life. What? Wait, am I doing the thing again? I think I'm doing the thing. Hold on. Bruh. I think I was doing the thing. I landed, I just purposely jumped off. Yeah, I did the thing. Gosh dang it, dude. That's annoying. What's up, Dayton? Hope you're doing good. Hoping for that sub 18. Also testing the new auto splitter right now, so. Which at the moment seems to be working flawlessly. So I have no idea how I got it. Oh, well. My guess is very uneducated. But I would have to guess it would be because of a particular event.
T'es bandit. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
Gosh, dude. Love that, dude. That's my favorite. Maybe I'm like completely wrong in that. I just find the timing a little bit odd. But like, that would be my logic as to why it was so severe, assuming that was the most severe it has been. Not like why you would have randomly had it, because if you've had it before, then that's obviously not how it happened. Or if it was, then it would probably be a really specific trigger, you know? Yeah, man, after that freaking PB, I mean, you gotta be a little bit happy, at least. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this game, man. I love losing all my time save. Leather jacket plus sunglasses, dude, it's gonna look insane on you. How do you reckon I'm gonna wear sunglasses with these glasses that I'm wearing right now? These are massive glasses. Like, we're really stretching it, bro. Bro, if that's sickness, I mean... So, Blade, you're insinuating that you have suspicion that it's like something that actually, something that it's something that is not in you and then all of a sudden is in you, you know? Like, it's not like it's always in you and it gets triggered at random. It's not anything like that. According to what you're saying, at least. But that's based on what you think, yeah? The doctors don't know, then I assume there's no fact, it's only suspicion. But you have a pretty good idea as to what to suspect. Maybe try contact lenses? Nah. I probably never will, to be honest. What, are you gonna say, like, wear a blue one in one eye and wear a red one in the other eye or something, so that I look really cool? I've actually thought about that, though. Like, I feel like that would actually look sick. You can make your eye color or something like that. Really make yourself stand out in a minor way. Or white ones. Wide eyes. But I'm gonna be like Herobrine, dude. Oh, man. That's a good one. That is a good one. Dude, that's such a good idea, though. That'd be the funniest thing ever, dude. If I ever see anyone do that IRL, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, man. Dayton, I guess the question is, when are you gonna get a sub 2030, man? Like, are you planning on going for that, or are you just done? Because most people, like, by the time you get a time like you just did, would just retire. But the question is, how far are you willing to go with it? I mean, you've been streaming, like, basically daily, yeah? That performance issue of yours in the game is gonna cause you a lot of issues, I think, but... I mean, I guess you can kinda get used to it, but... With the FPS going all over the place, I feel like it'd be pretty difficult to play well. You know? Okay. Alright, I'm running up against average. Yeah. Probably should not be running up against average. I hate everything. What? Why were you there? I was expecting him to not be running over there, but I guess he decided that that was the time to go. It's not gonna work. That's what you're supposed to do. Gosh dang it. Alright, whatever. I don't want to run against average. I don't like that at all. Let's run up against best split times. I think that'd be a good one. Oh wait, but I'm gonna like I have a 17.76 struck swamp. I don't know about that one, man. Wingle, that was a discussion at one point though. Didn't you have like a 2030 before? And everyone was like, when do you get it, you know? Actually, insane memory if that happened. The 30,000th attempt? No, the next one is. We're coming up to it, man. I'm shaking, dude. I knew it! I freaking knew it! I was literally in the middle of making the joke and you already did it. Gosh dang it, dude. How do we both know that off the top of our heads? Gosh, dude, we've made too many stupid jokes, I guess. Dude. Too many of them. The run continues. By the way, my sum of best is getting absurd now. I'm realizing. I don't know if you guys realize, but the last stream I was at 1737.0. Now I'm at 1735.5. Like, I've already golded by 1.5 seconds overall. I've golded a lot recently. So that's gotta be a sign. Even on Prison PIV I did. And I golded while I bought potions. So I know it can be way more optimal. The only problem is that, like, I've never had a run yet where you actually have the coins to have, to buy 4 potions in Hamlet End. I've never seen that happen. So I have to imagine it's just really not feasible. Without doing the slower hunt one where you lose a second. If you did that, then you would have those coins, but I don't know if that would even be worth it. Like, you consistently give up 1 second for what, a possibility of saving, like, 2, or maybe? Oh my gosh, I love when that happens. That happened on the world record, by the way, so I'm just gonna continue. On the 1809, I did that. And then I also randomly did a jump attack and lost, like, 1.5 seconds in Hunt 4, so... Like, I was literally, just running in place, and then I just did a triple jump for some reason. I don't even know why it happened. Even my brain doesn't know the answer to that one. Like, my brain actually just had a stroke or something and inputted a triple jump. These jet world record. I'm gonna try to jet world record this stream if possible. I mean, I already got a world record today, so let's just get the sub 18 out of the way and then I'll figure out what to do at that point. Even though it will never happen, I'll try. What's like the most realistic time? I'm pretty sure the most realistic time is a 1755. No, the most realistic time is an 18 flat. Crap. Like, because I'm taking like the original 15-second sum of best offset, plus I'm adding 10 seconds because impossible jump's just not really gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna happen enough in every run that I can just assume that I'm gonna get it every time. Oh my, how did that work? And then by the... I hate everything about that, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. No wonder. Why do you do that to me? Yeah, but... Oh my, I'm just resetting. By that point, you're already at 18 flat, so... You're gonna need a normally really good run for this to work. Have you got any tips? Wingle has really been on a rampage with the copy pastas recently. Actually pretty cool. RNG skips, dude. I mean, in essence, it is RNG, but in a literal sense, it's just impossibly precise. Copy pastas, they were my real messages. That's the same thing. Dude, that was the 30,000th attempt. What a freaking lame 30,000th attempt, by the way. Oh. I clipped it for 1 frame. Exactly 1 frame. Everything that Wingle says is the copy pasta and just gets logged into a log file. What was that message ever sent? When was that message ever sent? Who even made that?
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
That had to have been recent, right? That was literally my last stream? Did it? I was about to say, because it was like, I read that, and the first thing I thought of was... That is... It's way too cutesy for it to be an old one. It would only make sense if that was made within the past 3 months. Or 2 months. I don't even think it's even been 2 months, actually. Because now the... Dude, this freaking wheel guy. Dude. In a classic turn of events, Wingle has yet again predicted another thing that I was going to say. Trolling mood these days.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit.
That does remind me, I need to play some more DDLC soon. I haven't played it in a while. It's been like almost a freaking week. Because I've been so busy. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't do DDLC unless I have like a good amount of time to use. You missed a 30,000th attempt. Everyone missed it because it was just a failed swamp clip. I didn't even get stuck on the tree. Man, now I feel old with 30k attempts, man. Too many attempts. Oh, by the way, someone last stream asked whether or not I could turn on subtitles. The answer is yes, I can turn on subtitles for the stream, which I think would be good, like, whenever you think about it. Because then, like, Russian viewers could watch the stream and be able to understand what I'm actually saying to any extent. Like, there'd be, like, a chance. But the problem is that there's a catch with it. You have to use normal latency. And if you use normal latency, then that means that the stream latency is about 15 seconds, I believe, or maybe even 30 seconds. So, like, chat interaction would barely even be possible. Pixelam. So, I haven't enabled it yet because I don't think that having normal latency is worth the sacrifice for CCs.
Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar. Attention aux ronces, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
Des bandits. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
Okay, well, one thing I will say is that this is looking so good. This is looking good so far for the auto splitter. I have not seen the auto splitter break a single time this stream, and I guarantee with version 2.0 it would have already broke at least once. Because it was somewhat commonly just splitting twice. Or splitting like after I hit a save or something like that. It was doing that a bunch. It hasn't happened once. That's a good sign. That'd be so awesome if I actually found a freaking pointer for this thing. I will tell you guys, though, the pointer that I have in memory, that I found, is in such a weird spot. Like, there's no official way to figure out whether or not the game's loading or not. I just happened to find a spot in memory that seems to be very consistent. Which is, odd. I say seems to be because, well, we didn't need more hardware to test it. Yeah, Hunt 1. Well, here's the thing. What are we classifying as a cutscene, Veshi? Because there's two ways you can classify it. First off, you either classify it as an INT script being ran. That's the literal definition of a cutscene being ran. But the thing is that the game uses INT scripts / cutscenes. Are you one frame? They use it for things like just playing music and stuff, or no, not playing music. How do I explain it? For really tiny little things, like warping a character somewhere. So like the cinematic bars won't like appear or anything like that. It'll just run. Okay, so cinematic cutscenes. Okay. Well, Hunt 1 wouldn't be that hard. Let me think. Hunt 1 would be... What do you guys talk about? Hunt 1's free, Veshi, that's literally free, You could very easily skip the 2 cinematic cutscenes. That's not, obviously, you can't skip the intro. That's just not possible. But the first one you can do... Here, hold on. I'm gonna freaking load up a save. Hold on. This is not... Okay, that's not. Let me see if my memory has this correctly remembered. So for right here, you can do a triple jump right here. Skip this one. And then... at this point, you could already clip out in theory, but on 60, that's gonna take literally forever. I'm pretty sure you could just do this. Yeah, you can just do that to skip that, and now you've basically already done it. Like, the level's done. So... Yeah. There's no more cutscenes at this point, because now you can just do the original route that you do right here. Because, well, if you do this, this method doesn't require a tree clip, so this is the most consistent, although it's more difficult.
Mijote, le roi.
I have an idea for a... Oh, that'd be so funny. You know what's funny? You could theoretically... Dude, that would take literally hours to render the entire movie into a .bic format. But the game supports it. Bro, you would play the movie and the game would freeze for, I swear, like I saw it like 30 minutes before it actually starts playing. I swear it would. But it would play it, I think. I don't think it hits an engine limit. From what I know, by the way, for how movies get played in game, to my current knowledge, the way it does this, and why it takes so long for a movie to play, by the way, whenever it gets initialized, it has to... What's the best way to explain this? Okay, so we run the movie, right? There is a variable that contains every texture / every frame in the video. So whenever you try to play a movie, it has to go through every frame in the entire video and get a screenshot of it, and then assign it to a texture and export it, and then put that in a variable, and then play it. Audio is not that hard. Because .bic makes that really easy to play back. So yeah, that is the reason why movies don't play instantly. So basically, the longer the movie, then the longer it takes, because the entire engine has to like get every frame of the entire movie. It cannot just stream the .bic file. It cannot stream its video output. It can stream its audio output though. That's why it doesn't take long at all for audio. It's a little bit limited. Make Puss in Boots 2 cutscene like game movable characters. Bro, what are we even talking about this? You know what? I have a better idea. Let's just make let's just remake the entire Puss in Boots 2 movie in Shrek 2 entirely. Like the entire movie, just like every little part of the movie, you can just see it in the game. Like it's rendered in game. In real time. Let's just do that. How long would that take, theoretically? That would take, like... That might take longer than actually how long it took for them to animate the movie. Because there's so many specific things you would have to do to get it all to work. I do wonder, though, if anyone is ever going to try to make a movie in Shrek 2 through a cutscene, no? Like, what? Like, one map, one cutscene file, an entire movie. Can you do it? Like, have the game, like, render in, like, 24 FPS too or something? That would be very difficult without a FPS capper, like a third-party FPS capping software. But... Because I remember to get the 60 FPS patch made, you have to, like, decompile the game in a very specific way and modify very specific parts of engine.dll. It was a pain. And then I eventually just got, like, Metal just, suggested that he just does the entire thing, and that's what he did. So, shoutouts to Metal for that, by the way. Awesome dude. Doesn't even play Shrek 2, made an entire patch that works. Like, I did make it before him, like, the original one. But, he, like, modified it to be better overall. And by modified, I mean he literally just made his own. But he used the exact same concept. The method that he brought up for, by the way, would have never thought of. I guarantee you, I would have just said, okay, let's just make like a custom like modded game that runs a console command, stat FPS, and then just shows that's gonna hit me. Probably would have came to something like that if we could have never figured it out. Either that, or we would have like allowed like third-party software to some extent, but that would not have been that great. Like when it comes to capping the game's FPS at 60. I think I just said 2 different sentences. Oh, whatever. Bro, Veshi, I don't even think an expert mapper would be able to do it, hardly. That's how complicated it is. Not only do you need to be really good with INT scripts plus AI scripts, I guarantee you're gonna have to know AI script for it as well. You're also gonna have to understand the fundamentals for how mapping works in Unreal Engine 2. Like, if someone were to ask you to make a map, that was awesome. If someone were to ask you to make a map like Hunt, you would just need to be able to know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, then you're not an expert mapper. Basically. As far as I'm concerned. I mean, you don't need to make it on the scale of Hunt, but I'm saying, like, a general outdoor map. I hate my life. Oh, even worse. Even worse! Even worse! I mean, yeah, fundamentally they are. They were just heavily rushed. They could have made something way better than this. And also, it wasn't just one mapper, if I remember correctly, it was multiple. Unfortunately, they never left the credits for whoever made the maps in the data, in the map's data file like they should have. I don't know how many of you know that. You guys can, like, credit yourself and title the map yourself in the map's data file, so that, like, 100 years in the future, someone somehow figured out how to, like, open your map, they can see who made it, and what the name of it's supposed to be, and stuff like that. And because it has, like, you can even make, like, a map description, too, to, like, describe what the map's supposed to be, or how it's supposed to be used, and stuff like that. All that in the data file. It's so cool. Like, for instance, the Shrek 2 PC dev kit maps, I did that for it. Is this a new one, Wingle? The way that it's timed, dude. It's like I'm being freaking targeted, dude. I'm literally being targeted. What is that all about, man?
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
I have played chess, by the way. I don't know how many people know that. I did used to... there was a time, I think I spent like a month trying to get like decent at chess, and then I just stopped because, I don't know, I just got too annoyed with it. Like, I hit a brick wall, and I just, like, I kind of got to the point where I was like, I don't think I care enough to figure out how to get over this brick wall. I just couldn't care enough. Because the only way I'm gonna try to grind something for real is if I know I have, like, a realistic chance of getting, like, becoming one of the best, but it's not even feasible for that, so I just got sick of it. This freaking guy, dude. Wow, I'm getting so many good attempts here, guys. What's the farthest I've got in this stream? Anyone know? I think the farthest I've got is freaking Hamlet or something. Oh, and now my bitrate is dropped by half. Huh? Oh, now it's dropped even more. Let's go, dude. You guys are now officially seeing pixels on the screen. Huh? Let's go, dude. I'm sure you guys can, like, really just, like, pinpoint, like, all the detail in the game, you know? Next slide, please. Yeah, we need to go through the slides. Slowly but surely, the bitrate's going up. It's actually going up pretty fast. I think the people who develop OBS change the rate at which the bitrate increases. Increasing way more. You're speedrunning this game in 2023. You must have a huge package. Crikey, dude. You gotta be your mentality for running this game at this point is, I mean, it's gotta be pretty insane to have any shot of doing anything. I am literally... I hate this one, guys, so freaking much. He knows what he's doing. He literally knows what he's doing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Wingle. I don't even want to. This freaking Wingo guy, bro. The way he's wording everything and the way he's typing, I know exactly what he's trying to replicate right now. It's actually pissing me off even thinking about it, dude. It's so smart and I hate it. I got curious, so I searched Shrek speedrun. Shrek speedrunning, and I found you. Let's go, dude. No, I'm gonna have to think about that one, Wingo. Up Carpi, by the way. Hope you're doing good. That's not gonna work.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar.
I played it as a kid 1 year ago. Oh, you played it as a kid and also 1 year ago. Gotcha. I read that wrong.
Des bandits. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
It takes time. You don't have to.
En plus, Shrek.
I have no idea how long these streams will continue for. Isn't it kind of weird though that I've streamed 3 times in a row now, 3 days in a row. Have to? Why do you have to? You want to explain that one? Only do it if you're financially well, man. For real. But I mean, you probably don't need me to tell you that. Because you're spearing Shrek. That's the only reason. Just spearing Shrek 2 for the PC equals it must be worth it. Where's the donate button? No, that's actually a great point. I don't even think I put my freaking dono link below. That's unfortunate. But I don't have anything tracking it anyway. I need to set that up though. Just in case. I always like to having backups like that just in case someone happened to do it. It's so incredibly rare though that anyone would ever do it. But if someone did do it, I would want it to happen. Yeah. This freaking guy. The only way to currently donate to me is literally through my Buy Me a Coffee page. That's the only way. I just haven't linked it in streams. I didn't even really think about it, to be honest. I have the Shrek Society Discord down there, but that's it. I suck. Gotta respect the dedication. Does Donkey attempt to eat grass as he runs? Carpi, the logic for whether or not he's supposed to eat grass runs every tick. It's dictated in his controller. That's why there's a controller from specifically Carpi. Really? A 60 FPS frame perfect? Frame boost, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. So Donkey, the reason Donkey controller exists is for that one purpose. Every single tick the game runs for, it runs a check for, like, it runs a RAND check. And if the check is true, it then checks if there is a grass material below the player, and if there is, then an animation for that will try to play, and the emitter will appear. Yeah, Carpi, that's all Donkey controller there is for. You could assign Donkey the Shrek controller, and that will disable his ability to eat, basically. Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, I need to correct that a little bit, because what I said's a little bit incorrect. The base controller runs logic for what your idle animation should currently be, right? And that happens regardless of whether or not you're moving or not. So if an idle animation happens to be a specific set, like it randomly picks one, then it runs logic and sees if there is grass, and if there is, then he does that too. So yeah, the logic, I mean, it's still mostly true, it's just that, you know, how do I say this? The logic is not necessarily exclusive to Donkey, but the Donkey controller has the logic that controls whether or not the emitter appears. Yeah, not under normal circumstances should he be able to do that. He should only be able to eat grass, because the game does a material check. And also, if you have like a custom texture, if you import a custom texture, since you can't specify material types, it will never happen for those textures. I hate everything. Why did I do it like that? I'm gonna be stuck here for the rest of the stream, aren't I? It's not even hard, dude. That's very annoying. I guess in a way you could say that his logic is split up between two different bits of logic that run all the time. Replace some of Shrek Human's... Yeah. Because there are like more animations that he could be using. Why can't you assign texture materials? It's because you need the editor to be compiled in such a way to specify what material type a material you import in should be, to my knowledge. Good elevator. It's it's the same reason why we also can't have it to where whenever you input a custom dialogue that like the characters' mouths will not move with it, because it's something controlled externally and you can't add that data back in without Shrek recompiling everything, which is illegal. So I've just stuck with the legal way. Promise. We'll see about that. It's an odd gesture, but I mean, hey. It is very generous if you do it. Seem very adamant about it. I don't know, I guess we'll see, man. Yeah, Besh, I know. I was the one who originally figured that one out. Although to be fair, a lot of cutscenes in this game can be skipped. A lot of cinematic ones. It does make me wonder, what cinematic cutscenes are you forced to watch? Like the first one that comes to head, the one in Prison PIB, the first elevator, you have to watch that. There's no way to go up without that. I'm playing really terribly, I'm sorry guys. The second elevator you don't have to do that for because of FCS existing. Oh, also to end Prison PIB. So there's two in Prison PIB. That do not include the level start cutscene. If I'm correct. There should be two. Yeah, there's definitely only two that you'd be forced to hit. What do you think about the rest of the game then? Hold on. Shrek Swamp. Shrek Swamp has one. No, it has two. Shrek Swamp has two. Carriage Hijack has two. No, it has three. Okay, hold on. Shrek Swamp has two. Carriage Hijack has three. Hunt 1 has none. Hunt 2 has none. Hunt 3 has none. Hunt 4... Hunt 4, there's 1, 2, 3... I think you can skip the pumpkin one if you jump over, if you get on top of the vine and then do a triple jump, I think. Might be wrong. I'm gonna assume I'm just gonna assume you can't jump over the pumpkin. Let's say 4. No, I'm gonna assume you can. 3. And I'm also saying without tree clips either, so I don't know. Because, like, if you're on 60 FPS, a tree clip is incredibly obnoxious. There would be 4 in Hunt 4, I'm pretty sure, on 60 FPS. I'm only including 60 FPS for this example. You want me to try Hunt 4? Fine, I'll try Hunt 4. Let's do some testing for fun, why not? I'll get back into runs in a minute. What's the default texture material type? It's literally a material called default, if I remember correctly. It's either that or material type none. It's one of the two. In other words, it just does... It returns default when you do a material type check. Okay, let's load up Master Tools and see what's popping. Oh, great. I have the map, dude! By the way, for anyone wondering how I ever found out the pointer for loading, this is literally how. This map it's literally just GUI. It's just GUI. Because it takes that long to load, so I use that to figure out when the game was loading and when it wasn't. Pretty unique way of doing it. Hunt 4. I just took a screenshot. How did I do that? Okay, let me not do that. Okay, so what have we got going on? Well, the first thing you would do, you would go over here. You can avoid hitting this. No, you can't. Wait. Wait, no, I remember. Oh, I remember this tech. Okay. So, you can get over here. I'm pretty... Can you do it on 60, though? Can you... Okay, yeah, you can. It's got a pixel in. Okay, that's barely possible in 60. Okay, so far I've hit none. There was a strat here, I remember. It was like that, right? I don't know how many of you guys even remember this. You did that. And it would allow you to be down here. And then you would go back up here again. Wait, can you actually skip this? Wait a minute, if you're Donkey, maybe can you actually fit in that gap? So far I've hit 1. Can I land on this? I'm not even using the proper... Okay, no. Oh man, that's not gonna work, is it? Oh, but it looks like it should. Bro, you can't tell me that doesn't look like it should work. That definitely looks like it should be possible. That looks so possible to me. It looks so possible. Yeah, you can beat all of Hunt 4. Maybe you can't. Oh, you can! Let's go! There's an angle. It's super... That's way harder than gas skip. What is that? Okay, so far we've only played 1. We're playing as Donkey, yeah? We're getting somewhere with this. Oh, but now you can't skip this, I bet. You probably can't skip it. Yeah, you can't skip it. Or wait, can you? Wait, can you? Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Oh, bro. That's definitely possible. Does this have collision? How much collision do we have dealing with here? Okay, you just have to do the jump from here. That's gonna be a tight jump. That's such a tight jump, dude. It looks like you're gonna hit it so early, but then you don't. This is actually a really cool challenge. I'm low-key digging this, but I just want to say this much, you're never doing this. Like, in an actual run, you would never do this once. Well, there are saves. Well, no, the first jump you have to do without a save. So you have to do all that setup and then just do this in a run somehow. I think it's impossible to hear Shrek taunt trees. The original game. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. I'm not sure what that means. In this context, at least, I'm not sure what it means. Dude, I'm gonna do it. I literally see it. Like, I'm like 1 frame off on a few of these. I just gotta, like, get the perfect setup. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so close. Is there nowhere else I can, like, get on? Really? Like, there's nowhere? Wait a minute. Am I just a moron? Oh, if you were Shrek. Oh, if you were Shrek, you could probably do something here.
êtes un noble destrier.
Okay, okay, I know what you're talking about. That's the context I thought you were talking in, but it sounded too specific for me to assume that. To my knowledge, if I remember correctly, every time I think this is, okay. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong in this. When a peasant spawns, okay, like you load up a map, the peasant's code runs to initialize himself. And at that point, the game checks who the main playable character currently is. So if you spawn in as Donkey, then they're gonna say, oh, the main character's Donkey, so we should react with, like, Donkey lines. So it's completely dependent on who you start as. But I believe these are also tied to variables, so I think you could change these in real time, but there's no native support for that. M-game would have to add support for that. Which I probably could do, to be honest. That wouldn't even be hard. I would just have to, like, run, like, a timer and just check who you are, and then if you're this, then switch it over, you know? That would not be hard at all to do. Okay, now let me get the freaking jump. Imagine just doing it without even being able to see the freaking radius of it. You already skipped 3 more? Let's go, dude. And Veshi, I think we might have just found the hardest category in the game. If you want to max this one. Hardest category to max. Or I mean to min. Low percent cinematic cutscenes or whatever. This would be the reason that it would be, like, literally impossible. Is this not possible? Am I just going nuts? Now I'm actually a little bit concerned. Is this just, like, not even possible? I could have swore this is possible. If we were Shrek, it would be possible. Like, obviously it'd be possible, but... Okay, there's your answer. You could just do the entire jump. Okay. Good enough. From here, you could just do a tree clip. I don't even think this would take that long to do, to be honest. Even on 60. Let's see. Is this a viable tree clip spot? Actually, it might not be because of how it's angled. Crap. Oh, it is. It is valid, but it's gonna be very precise to get into. The PIB as Donkey, yeah, exactly. This would be such a goofy freaking... Okay, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Well, there's not. You can't jump over it. You really would have to clip, but the thing is, like, you could hypothetically clip through here. Should I just assume that you can do that and just continue, or what? Because I guarantee you, if you're on an uncapped frame rate, this would eventually work. Maybe, as Veshi, have you already got this before in a run, or no? If you've already got it, it's probably not even worth me. Oh, hold on. No, you've never got it. Okay. So it's not even verified to be possible. I'm pretty certain that if this is possible, then that is the min. It's 2. Because there's 1 for the stake, and then there is... There we go, okay. There we go. So that's just not verified to be possible on 60. Wait, that's it? Am I wrong? There's only been 1 cutscene that's played. Only 1. Which was the stake one. I mean, because we have to do that to open the door, because otherwise we can't do it. It'd be so cool if in any percent you did this. Dude, my camera freaking went into the anti-portal. Because the camera offsets more to the right on Donkey. Why did I load a save? Can you end the level? Yeah, you can. So there's a cinematic cutscene over there, but what you want to hit is this particular trigger right there. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not an easy jump. I thought it was going to be an easier jump than that. Oh, well, no, it is easy. You just have to do this. There you go. Okay, that's that done with 1. Let me quickly do a run-through of the game, just to figure out how many cinematic ones it actually play. There's 1 here. There's no way to bypass the room without that. This can be skipped. You have to hit this, so that's 2. 2 in here. I hope that Veshi's writing this down this freaking doc, by the way. Because it sounds like he has a doc. You pass on forward without cutscenes? No, I hit 1. There was 1 cinematic when I hit.
Est-ce que je mérite ça?
This is there's 1... Who's this? That's unavoidable. That's 2. It's 2 here. 2 here. This is unavoidable, so that's 1. Hamlet Mine. That's 1. Hamlet End is 0. I know that off the top of my head. You don't have to hit any here. Prison Steed. That is. I'm just gonna do a map run through. That'd be a little bit easier for me to do. Okay, so that's 1. That's definitely 2. 2, 3. If you lag, it'd be less. That's 4, 5, 6. You could do a BSP clip here. Bypass that, and then that's that, so it's 6. FGM PIB. Oh wait, I already said that it's 2.
Sortez de là, tous les deux.
This one, we've got 1 cutscene there.
Je ne fais
2.
plus peur à personne comme ça. Arrête de t'exciter, va. Aïe!
3. 4.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
5.
Aïe! Non!
You can jump over this.
Ça m'a piqué!
On continue! On est trop fort pour lui.
Ça fait mal, ça. Fais gaffe, Pointu. Tu perds ton temps. Enlève-toi
oh, this category's dead. I just realized. So you pull that 6, and then from this point, you bait the bat and do the impossible test strat. And then there you go. Did it in 6. Dude, literally no one remembers that strat, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember. You take a bat over here, bait it all the way over here. Or no, it was like multiple. You had to bait 2 bats over here on a high object detail. And then freeze them in the air with like a freeze pod or whatever. And then get on this with like a frame perfect triple jump. And then do 2 backwards triple jumps over here. And then just BSP clip like a billion times and you can do it. Just do Jor skip? Well, no, you can't do that. You have to pull this. We didn't count this one. You don't have to pull this one if you do that. So doing that entire impossible setup skips 1. Otherwise, it's 7. So it's 6 with the impossible strat. So basically, 6 with task strat. 7 is a realistic. Do you have a video of that? There's like 3 clips I posted back in 2020 that roughly show it in the Shrek Society Discord. You can probably find them. Or I could try to find them later, I don't know. With your strat, you have to hit the Steed cutscene. Oh, you're right! Oh damn, never mind. Never mind. Forget everything I just said. It would be 7 either way. Never mind. It's actually still viable. I didn't even think about that. Like you jump over it and skip it, but if you go back, then you'd have to do that. Would there be any way to... No, there's no way to jump over it. There's no way. Unless you brought, like, 3 bats, but even then... Then how are you gonna have enough bats to do it? I don't think it's possible. Carpi, Jane just pinged you in the Shrek Society Discord. The clips. Thank you, Jane.
Fais gaffe.
Yeah, bats are really stupid. I am not a fan of bats, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like once Shrek 2.2 comes along, I'm gonna be forced to have to recode all the bats to try to make their functionality not abysmal. Probably have to do that because that's it's so bad. Although I feel like Shrek 2.2 is gonna have to. I feel like I'm gonna be recoding a lot of different enemies in that game to make them not as terrible. I might even just write the code myself, to be honest. I might write my own setup or my own set of scripts for it, depending on how hard coded the attack system is, because I don't want to have to redo that. That's just a freaking pain how it currently works. Definitely certain systems I do not want to bother rewriting at all because it would take way too long. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way. Oh, wait. I didn't get past here. Wait, no, Castle Siege has none. And FGM Battle has 3, well, technically 4 unavoidable ones, because when you kill FGM, that is a cinematic cutscene. And that's when the run ends. The run ends on that cutscene, so I think by that logic, we have to assume that that also counts. Unless we don't want to count that. I don't know. I don't know. Literally, you would count that because the moment that the run ends... Well, actually, hold on. The run ends on the frame that the cutscene starts, so... Yeah. The run ends on the frame the cutscene starts. So, on the frame that the cutscene... Or on the frame that the run ends, a cutscene is playing that is a cinematic cutscene, so I think that should count. Castle Siege has 1? What do you mean it has 1? It does not have 1. Oh, no, it does have 1. It does have 1. It has the... It has that first cinematic cutscene that tells you to fight the knights. Okay, but that should be the list. That should be all of them covered. Alright, let's get back into runs. There's a gap? What do you mean there's a gap? You can walk past that, that'd be insane. I actually don't know Karpai. With how I know that the player's attack is handled, I'm gonna assume that the way that the enemy attacks are handled are through the same method. So it should be relative to where the... Well, I guess you use a peasant as an example, where the peasant's hands are. The pitchfork is just an aesthetic. So you'd have to write a lot of complex code. Probably using vector math, which I am not aware of how to do, to make it work so that the range increases, I think. Is that true? Well, no, I think they already set up a system for that. It must be a trace. Now I'm conflicted. I think it's a combination of the two. Based off of what I'm thinking about now. Because I just now realized that there's a variable you can modify to specify how far they can attack and how far an attack can count for. So if that's happening, it's probably just a basic trace. Or a trace relative to wherever the peasant's hand is. Like, after it takes the direction of it. I assume. Man, that's complex.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much, the way that hitboxes are handled when it comes to, like, that kind of stuff is really bad. It basically takes the bone and, like, tries to do stuff with it, and it's really annoying. What the hell is Jordan doing? Dude, the most confusing. I can't rate him. What do you mean rate him? Jor is streaming. Bro, what? That is the most random jump scare of all time. Thank you for the guides. No problem, man. If you have any questions, dude, let me know. Hope you're doing good. I mean, I was planning on this being a short stream anyway, so I might actually end early and him up. I don't know. You can't really do a YouTube. You can't have like have everyone in the YouTube chat just raid Jor. That's not really happening unless you just like spam it in the chat. I'll think about it. But that is a really random time for Jor to all of a sudden stream. He literally hasn't been active in terms of Shrek 2 for like ever, and all of a sudden he's like, now's the time. What is that supposed to mean, dude? Is he actually gonna try to go for top 1? He's running on 60 FPS, dude. This is not a good sign. He's running on 60. So you know he wants to do it. That's really concerning now. Oh man. I do not buy that Jor is actually gonna go for top 1. No shot. He might get he can get top 2 easily, I think. If he hasn't lost much of his skill that he originally had, he can get top 2. You stream snipe him? What do you mean do I stream snipe him? I got pinged because he posted his stream link. That's how I knew. I'm just resetting. +7, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna freaking pop out of stream, Loki. It's so freaking random. Random, dude. Alright, let's get the run. I mean, watching his stream, yeah. But that's stream sniping. Stream sniping is whenever you're watching someone else's stream to actively make their stream worse. Which I'm not doing, I'm just watching their stream just to see what they do. Take advantage? You mean like, I think you mean it the opposite way, like, the stream sniper is taking advantage of the opportunity to make his content worse or more annoying for their benefit. You know? But that's like, I don't know. Like, what if I was like to watch a stream, you know? Casually. Am I sniping him then? Like, I don't know. I'm just like watching it. I just happen to be a competitive Shrek 2 player. Like, I don't think that constitutes as that at that point. You have competition in Shrek 2? I mean, we both do it. Go to prison, PIB, and throw a potion. Absolutely trips. Yeah, guys, it's co-op. You guys should race. That's a great idea. Is he down to race right now? Does anyone know what auto splitter he's using, by the way? Is he using the DLL one or is he using the ASL one? Someone just needs to get confirmation on that, because I'm genuinely interested. The old one? Okay. The old one's the most obvious one to me, because the old one is the easiest one to get. The current one requires a tiny bit of work to get working. Because I haven't pushed it to the... Like, I haven't made it the native one yet. I could do that. I have permissions to do that. But I don't want to do that yet until I know for a fact it is even or better than the current one we have. So. It fixes lag and then I'll do runs. And I know why it's happening. It's because of freaking Discord for sure. It has that exact vibe to it. Like you just know. I don't know why Discord does this to freaking Shrek 2 in particular. It's only Shrek 2, I swear it does.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais... Pour sauter...
Why is Jor's camera angle in his freaking stream so weird? What is that? I wonder if he's freaking using facecam because I'm doing it or something. Is that really why? Because his deal was that like he randomly did it once and then never did it again. Like he was just done at that point. And now all of a sudden he's doing it again. That's so odd. But then again, he was the one who originally started it, so... I don't know. Does that even count? I think it was done. That could be true, to be honest. He'd already been doing it for like over a year at that point, and he was dealing with some IRL stuff. I know that. I know he never got into detail about that, but I know he had some stupid IRL stuff come up that heavily demotivated him from doing anything related to this. Probably in general, though, not even just this. So it could just be a coincidence.
Des bandits! Shrek! Laisse-moi t'aider!
He definitely fixed his camera, though. I remember his camera at the time was not good. Like, it was really hard to see what was going on. He definitely fixed whatever the problem there was. I'm just saying, though, like, what is that angle, dude? It's, like, angled, like, 30 degrees in every possible axe. It's so dumb. Or axe, I don't know why I said axe. That's not... I know how this works. Well, actually, that is technically correct. Never mind. You could technically say axe. Because English is stupid.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de sauter.
Interesting move, though, man. Interesting move. What worries me about Jor randomly streaming is that I feel like, knowing him, he's the only one in the community who has wanted to get top 1 in any percent. That's like his thing. He wanted top 1 in any percent forever. And he could never get it. The best he ever got was 2nd place by literal, like, not even 1 second. And that didn't even last for too long. So I think he might be back for blood. I think he might be really pissed. And he'd probably... That would be my guess. He'd probably be looking for top 1 in 80% 60 FPS. Especially judging by how he's moving right now. It suggests to me that this ain't no casual comeback. Did you break 2 logs in a row with Shrek? Okay, so in Carriage Hijack. If you're using my beginner route that I made, if you're not getting the glitched triple jump, it's because you're skipping the cutscene too fast. I'll try to specify a little bit more. You know that floating trigger that you hit in Carriage Hijack? You need to hit that and then wait a tiny amount of time and then start spamming space after. Or in my case, I hit space once, wait a tiny bit, and then hit space again for that cutscene. If you do that, you should get a glitch triple jump, and that'll make it to where whenever you do a triple jump running into the first log, you should have the glitch triple jump state, and you should be able to just walk forward and hit it. If you're on 60 FPS, it'll be significantly harder to do so, even if you do get the glitch triple jump. Like, you'll have to time it really well. It's a 30 FPS frame perfect, I think. Or I don't know why I'm saying I think. It is a 30 FPS frame perfect. Even when you do it. If you're on an uncapped frame rate, it's way more lenient. Like, on an uncapped frame rate, it's like not even like a 10 FPS frame perfect. I'm pretty sure it's like actually way easier to do. That Hunt 2 switch and Hunt 1. That Hunt 2... The reason it's there, Carpi, is because they just didn't optimize the map enough. That's literally it. Ah! That hasn't happened in a long time. I guess I'm just gonna continue. I literally haven't got to run out of freaking... I haven't even got to run to Hamlet this entire freaking stream, which is a bizarre, because it's been an hour and 20 minutes. I should have already done FCS once or twice. I guess I had... whatever. It's probably because I got the 1809 today. Like, that probably, like, put me on edge. You know? Kind of messed me up for the rest of the day. Yeah, it's way easier to just break all three one at a time. Way easier. I know it looks easy and runs, but trust me, at least from my perspective, if you're doing it on 60 FPS, it's very hard to set up. And if you're on an uncapped frame rate, it's still somewhat difficult to set up. Like, it does require a little bit of deliberate action in order to get it to happen. I don't remember how much it saves. I can't believe that. I thought I could run under it. Just barely. How much time does it even save? It's like 0.5 or something like that. It doesn't save much time at all. In the grand scheme of things. I hate this drum. I hate it. I literally hate it. I hate it. Why, dude? I'm on 1749 pace, so it's basically 18 flat. I mean, I guess I'll continue it as a joke. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Okay. I keep on forgetting that the elf that is at the refrigerator is the same elf that spawns by the door. I can't get it in my freaking head that that is the case, for some reason. That's always him. If he's there, then that's where he originally was. He just walked all the way over there. I'm gonna have to practice that again, I think. I can't. I'm like overthinking that skip now. Yeah, I remember silly button. And the fact that like it activates the cutscene too is kind of funny. Like it obviously makes sense because, well, Carpi, I assume you already know this, but the way that Hunt was made is that it was all done in one map file, and then later on they split it up into 4 different map files because the engine cannot stably handle an entire map like that. It just can't. At least not on the hardware that was there back then. Modern hardware now can kind of get a stable 60, but it's really difficult, and you'll have to do some extra optimization on top of what they did. Like it's a really technically demanding challenge to get that to work. Yeah, Carpe, the reason it triggers a cutscene is because it has the event. It has the original cutscene event on the button. Because it's the same one as in Hunt 2. So it fires to the cutscene. The problem is that there's missing references for the cutscene, so it doesn't properly end or anything like that. But it does run. I don't know how that worked, but okay. Coins are not great. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. Any better coins than that?
Yeah, baby. Venez voir papa, mes petites chéries en or.
Sain et sauf.
Mais j'ai rien fait, j'ai rien fait.
Shrek 2 your favorite game? No. It's my most played game. Doesn't mean it's my favorite. I think overall, Shrek 2 as a video game is simply not a good game. It's quite literally the opposite. But here's the thing, it's so bad that it's good, you know? I don't know if you understand what I mean when I say that, but that's the way I see this game. It's the reason I can keep on playing it. Also, the fact that I can keep on modding it. Like, there's so much you can do in terms of modding in this game that it just, I don't know. Modding's always been more interesting than speedrunning, but I still speedrun whenever I can. Like, whenever I feel like it, have the drive to, you know, that sort of thing. I can't do it much because of carpal tunnel on both my hands, so I have to be kind of careful with how much I actually try to speedrun this game. Like, I can't just play it all the time. It's also a reason why I typically limit my stream time. I don't, like, go overboard, you know? I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. It's a pretty good prison steed. It's my first game. Let's go. That's not too terribly surprising. That's typically how everyone knows about this game, is like, it was like, oh, it was their childhood game, or it was one of the first games they played. That makes sense. Shrek 2 in my case is one of the first I played. It wasn't the first. I don't remember what my first PC game was, I'm gonna be dead honest. Do not remember. I just know that this was one of the first. I remember, like, I wasn't completely clueless as to how PC games worked back then, but it was relatively unknown by me. No, Run's dead. I wonder why it splits there. I genuinely wonder. If you load a save there, it just splits, because why not, I guess. It did that for the original one as well. Okay, well, this is not the trick's actually just banned now. I played PS2 before that. Nice, hold on. Oh, dude. Wow, that was even worse than I could have expected. Rip. Wait. Am I stupid? I don't even know what I even just did. Like, my brain just, like, forgot what I was in the middle of doing. So, okay, so you're saying, like, PS2, but, like... Are you streaming so late? That's a great question, to be honest. I'll tell you guys this much, I will never stream this late ever again. The only reason I felt like I needed to stream is because I needed to test out the new auto-splitter. And I didn't really have any practical way of doing that without just streaming, so I was like, I'll just stream for a little bit. I'm probably not going to stream for a full 3 hours, just like, just a little quick one, you know? Just to see what happens. It's more of like an experiment to see how, like, if the auto splitter is any better or not. Which at the moment it seems to be a lot better than it was before before I updated it. Or wait, did I? I'm wording everything in freaking reverse. I hate that. I just uploaded the auto splitter before I went live, and I'm almost positive it fixed some issues with randomly splitting when hitting the save fairy and stuff like that, or in cutscenes, which is really good. I cannot get this to work now. Jor and I are in literally the exact same boat. He's literally practicing the trick right now. He's practicing it, and I'm freaking borderline practicing it, but in this case, I just can't get it to work in a run. How did I do it before, dude? I don't get it. Let me like actually set it up. The my mech. Thank you for the GG. That should be good. Yep. Then right here. Oh, just barely, dude. I cannot. Fine, I'll add one potion. Cheating live. Whatever. Still, I got it, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Still got it. I'm trying to get to that button. It's hard. Well, if you're trying to do a tree clip on 60 FPS, it would be hard. Some things never change with freaking Jor, dude. I just checked his chat for like 2 seconds, and the first thing I see is everyone bantering in the same way it was over a year ago, dude. Nothing changed. Let's go, dude. Freaking Jor, dude. Jor's back. Yeah, iMac. He's streaming right now. Like, he literally just started streaming like 30 minutes ago or something like that. It was such a random jump scare. I was just streaming, and then all of a sudden, boom. The third best player in the entire game randomly is streaming all of a sudden. Like, I was like, what the hell? Because Wingle is freaking retired. He's literally retired. Hello? Yeah.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant.
By the way, if anyone's gonna ask who do you think the best player is, I'm not even gonna give an answer on that. The only thing I'll say is that Jor is top 3. Because I think that objectively, it's actually Jane, so, yeah. No, here's the thing. It depends on how you look at it, okay? I personally think that Wingle is the top 1 player, and it's not even close. Mainly because of the simple fact that he does not have carpal tunnel, and I have carpal tunnel. Also, he's younger than me, so that's like an automatic buff to him. But depending on who you ask, you would call me the best. So I don't know. Whatever. I would prefer to not be called the top player though, because I just don't think it's true. Thank you for the good luck. Good night, man. Sleep well. Hopefully the tutorials help. Is Jor just now trying to learn, freaking FCS? There's no way he's just now trying to learn FCS right. That's not a trick you can just simply learn on 60. FCS took me for freaking ever before I got even somewhat consistent with it, and even now, it's brutally difficult. Especially the first part. That first part's literally just so freaking... It's so impossibly precise, it's literally a 1 in 10 that you're gonna hit it. Actually, 1 in 10. Or no, it's more like, you know, I take it back. It's like a 1 in 5. It's a 1 in 5 and then like a 50-50 whether or not you do the second part. The potion getting stuck in the wall, I don't even know how to assign a chance to that, to be honest. Is it possible to spawn a pawn with a console command? Yeah, you can spawn in whenever you want.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
I'm trying to remember if my summon command does the thing. Hold on, I'll check right now. I don't know if I ever incorporated this into in-game or not publicly, so I'll check. Because you just now reminded me about controller assignment with summon commands. Which, for anyone who's confused about what I just said, there's a console command in the game called summon, and it allows you to spawn in actors in real time. But if you spawn in a pawn, the problem is that the pawn doesn't have a controller, so it's bugged. Like, you can't just spawn in a peasant and have it chase you. It just doesn't work. Yeah, I do not have that working at the moment. I need to do that at some point. I'm actually going to write that down right now before I forget it. I know for a fact I'm gonna forget it. There we go, I wrote it down. Alright, now I'm not gonna forget that. But yeah, Carpi, for example, if you wanted to spawn Shrek into the game, you could do summon as the console command, space, and then the name of the actor. I don't believe you need to provide the package name, so I think you could just do summon space Shrek, and it would try to spawn Shrek in front of where you're looking. If he cannot spawn in front of you, then he just simply doesn't spawn. That's kind of a limitation with the summon command. Unless you're using the M-game controller, the master controller, the controller I made. If you use that, then it will attempt to look around the map for possible places for the pawn to be spawned. No controller assignment is done though, as I said. So if you try to spawn like a peasant or something like that, he's not going to be actively running around with his original AI. He's just going to simply be there. It'll be like a model just standing there. And it'll probably have glitch animations too, because the controller that handles that would not be active because it doesn't exist. If that makes sense. If you don't understand anything I'm saying, check out the Shrek2 PC wiki. There's documentation for that console command and how it works in there. Oh, actually, no. Okay, I just remembered. I'm almost certain that this is true. Okay, if you're using the summon command, you have to provide the package name. If you're using the kill all command, though, then you do not have to provide the package name. I'm pretty sure. That is what I was confusing it with. I'm almost positive. Which means if you wanted to spawn in Shrek, it would be like summon space shgame.shrek. The reason you have to provide shgame is because you need to provide what library of code the actor resides in. The dot is a divisor between the package and the actor, and then you have to provide the actor, of course. It worked, let's go! But as you can probably see, there's no controller assignment, so it's just, he's just there. Of course, if you were to do an SCTP or a switch control upon console command onto that Shrek, he'll work relatively fine. But you kind of need his controller to spawn with him from the beginning for it to work correctly. So just keep that in mind.
Toujours se méfier du buisson qui dort.
Yeah, it's hard-coded. Shrek has, well, I guess that particular pawn parent class has a check for whether or not there's enemies around the pawn or not. And if they are within a certain radius, then I hate my life. Awesome. Awesome, even better. Even better! Crikey, dude. This game's so dumb sometimes. What was I even saying? I was talking about the freaking Shrek getting alerted. Yeah, there's basically a constant check though. Well, actually, I don't know if it's actually a constant check. It might be on a timer. It might be a timer check instead. But basically, the game checks if there's enemies around the current player or any of the player pawns, and if there is, then their idle animation changes to like the quote angry state. Or I believe, as the game dictates it in the animation packages, fight idle. So their idle fighting stance. Kinda cool the game even has that, to be honest. Like, it's such a random feature to have.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou... Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
Oh boy. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get a run today in this quick little stream. That's too bad. How many Pinocchio ticks should the first cutscene of Hunt 1 take before you can start moving? Isn't it like 11 or 12? I'm going completely off of muscle memory for that. I have no idea.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus
No,
rapide
wait.
de sauter de nénuphar en...
No, hold on. I was thinking of a different variable. 15. Because there's 12 ticks that Pinocchio has before he resets. On the 13th one, he resets back to 1.
En plus, Shrek...
I think. It's either that or like 1.5, I don't remember. It's something like that. Okay, I was right. I literally had it. Never mind. 15. There you go. Confirmation. Should take 15. Literally forgot I was playing Shrek 2 for the PC in the middle of playing Shrek 2 for the PC. Are you serious, bro? Moment. You're doing, dude. He's gonna know it's R mode too. No, he figured it out. Let's go.
Tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar en... Attention aux ronces, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
Dude, I just had a thought. Jor's never played this game without lag before. That's weird. Well, I mean, he did, but that was like back before he tried to get good at the game. So all of his quote pro play, if you want to say it like that, even though no one's getting paid to do this, is yeah, all of his pro play is with a lag switch. Yeah, Jane, as I said, 12. There's 12 before it resets. So. And how do I know this? I have no idea. Probably because I've been actually looking through the game's code to figure out how things work. Looks like George's having so much fun with doing the BSP clip. It's a shame that Jor doesn't show his input display, because without really seeing the input display, you don't really know exactly what he's doing wrong. I can't really help him without that. Someone should tell him to add that. That's very important. IMO. Because then you could very easily tell why something did not work. You can hear him input his keys. I know, but what if you like lightly tapped it? It's still a good idea. Does he still jump with alt? That is base. He still jumps with alt. What a Chad.
Tu as réussi.
Dude. I'm going to be stuck here for the rest of the stream. Literally got one FCS attempt. It's because it's probably because I got the world record though. That's probably why. I got the world record, it tired my hands out a little bit before the stream, and now it's just like I can't hardly do anything. Too bad.
T'es bandit. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
En plus, Shrek.
By the way, before anyone asks, I'm probably not doing daily streams. This is just a coincidence. If I am doing a freaking quote daily stream, then I guess the time at which I'd be streaming, like relative to now, would be like what? I don't even freaking know. Like 13, 14 hours from now, to the next time. I'm actually gonna do that, but there's no chance. That'd be so stupid. So I wouldn't count on it. And that's also assuming that my hands are even able to keep on doing this.
Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
En plus, Shrek.
Oh my gosh, I can't do it! The 30 FPS frame perfect strike again. Can't do him anymore, man. I only have been banned from it. One day I'll just clip through it. I know I will. One day I was sure I'd jump against that wall and it'll clip me right through.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
Even moving. No, I was really off, okay. I thought I was on the borderline, but I was not.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
It's so poetic seeing Jor do Jor skip.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou...
He's struggling with his own skip. Definitely not because he probably hasn't played the game in literally forever. I wonder what got him back in the game randomly. So abrupt for him to randomly just be there all of a sudden. That's like Wingle randomly streaming like tonight or something and just being like, okay, well, so now I'm back in the game and I'm just doing runs for fun, you know? Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Or hell, even Jane streaming would be freaking unexpected because the last time he did that was like... Bro, or Jake. If any OG streams would be absurd. Even Lost Vicken. He is the most OG out of all of us that still even exists to this day in the Discord. If he randomly streams this game, I swear. Imagine he just randomly streams Shrek 2 for the PC one day. That'd be so random. The original best player comes back for vengeance to try to get top 3 or something, probably.
Ou fais un clic droit.
Or top 2. He probably, I don't know, Lost, based on how Lost was talking, he sounded like he wanted to go for top 2, if not top 1. Because he was talking about like, oh yeah, I'm learning like the top level route and stuff like, I'm like, hey, huh?
Appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit.
You're doing what with the who now?
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou... Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout
This is
en
some
courant
riveting
en avant.
gameplay right here. I literally cannot get out of Shrek Swamp, dude. Send help. I mean, I can get out of Hunt 1.
Sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un...
Should have already got to FCS at least 3 times by this point.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar,
It's because of the first run. Like the very first run on the stream I did the dumbest mistake ever on a decent pace. If I remember correctly.
Sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit.
That just like threw me off balance at that point.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle.
This freaking guy. These freaking dude. Oh my gosh. The dudes in freaking Jor's chat are saying that Jor's skip is luck based on 60 or something.
Ou fais un clic droit tout en courant
I
en avant.
genuinely have to call into question what they are talking about. Because that's quite literally just untrue.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
We've now received confirmation George using the old auto splitter. Alright.
Pour sauter
I
sur
do
le
genuinely wonder
nénuphar,
how the old auto
appuie
splitter is
sur la
going to
touche
work for him.
contrôle ou fais un-
Because the last time I was using it, it was bad. Who said that? I don't know, like Wingle or something.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de...
Does anyone know what time George's going for, by the way? Has he already said that or no? I would like to know if anyone does know. Unless he just didn't disclose that and he's just doing runs for fun.
Débordi, Shrek,
I imagine he probably stated
laisse-moi
why he's doing it though. That'd be random to just be doing runs without saying why you're doing them. Well, actually, it might be 14 ticks, to be honest, Jane. Might be 14. Sub 19. It's a decent goal. At least for him. He should be capable of sub 19. So not necessarily top 1. That's interesting. He's not targeting top 1 yet. I thought it was 14. Yeah, 14.
Sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un
Yeah, that is what I meant to say originally. It's 14, but it's right in between 14 and 15.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic.
19. He's going for a 19. I mean, a 19 is not hard to get.
Pour sauter sur
For
le
me,
nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit.
I don't know how long it would take him to do it. But then again, I don't know. I'm also doing it with FCS, so maybe it is hard to get. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like going crazy.
Pour sauter
I'm pretty certain though, if he doesn't go for FCS, then that means like the best possible run he could do is probably like, or at least compared to my splits, it would be like 18, a high 18 2x. That'd be like the best run you could do with that FCS. Like, as of right now, in my head, getting a sub 18 at all is borderline impossible. Like, I understand it says my total possible time save is like 34 seconds, right? I get that, okay? But also remember, 8 of those seconds are the impossible jump, which never happens, so you just freaking might as well subtract 8 seconds from that already, yeah? And now we're at 26 seconds. 15 of those seconds are gonna lose, basically no matter what you do. Okay? Now we're at 11 seconds. The rest of the 11 seconds are just freaking coin RNG. That's literally the whole run. So 15 to general mistakes, 11 to coin RNG. Good luck getting the good coin RNG, by the way. And that's literally the run. It's borderline already the perfect run as it is. He seemed unsure when he said that. I mean, I imagine because, like, he hasn't hardly, what is it? Like, we don't know if he's gonna consistently stream even a little bit. He's gonna have to consistently stream, like, probably once a week if he wants to have a decent chance at sub 19. I'd say. Not a problem, Carpa. If you have any suggestions, by the way, for that, do let me know. I'm basically, at the moment, because the way I see it, I have too much knowledge when it comes to Shrek 2 for the PC, so the wiki is there to kind of fill in that gap at the moment. So that if I ever find any incredibly important information, I could very easily document my findings on it and then put it in the wiki. And I'm just assuming that that should be good enough for getting the knowledge out there. I'm not even trying to like brag when I say I have too much knowledge about Shrek 2 for the PC. It's just like I have 25,000 hours and 20k of them are in modding, so what do you expect? I mean, it's about as simple as that. I don't think it should be a brag to say, oh, I have 20k or 20k hours in modding. It's just what I decided to put a lot of my time into. And bragging about time is a little bit stupid.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit. Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant.
I knew I was moving. I think you use turnaround command in the cutscene so Shrek turns 180 degrees. I've never used that, no. Almost positive I've never used that before. There's a lot of variables in INT scripting. Like, I know a ton about INT scripting. But in terms of using every possible variable and seeing how it works, I've not done every single one. I don't know if you saw, like, fly to and target fly to, but there's like a billion different arguments you can give those. But you don't need to be like that to be an expert at that. In my opinion. Like, it's not, like, that crazy, you know? Now, all the stuff you can do with INT scripting, yeah, it's pretty insane, how much you can really do with it, but remembering all of it, like, that's just not practical. You're not going to actually remember all of it. Bro, I just now made a realization. Jor's not even playing on the freaking config. He's not even playing on the good config. Like the config where the game doesn't look like actual garbage. Just playing on like the original one.
Des bandits! Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider!
En plus, Shrek s'en sort très bien. J'aime pas la nature. Nature et Anne qui parlent ne font pas bon ménage.
I hate. Why? Time to go against personal best splits. Instead of freaking best split times. It's too depressing going against best split times.
Tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course. Ce serait plus rapide de sauter de nénuphar. Attention au rond, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
T'es bandit. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
En plus,
That's not gonna work. Oh, wow. I must have got one of the only possible frames for that to work.
sur moi pour une prochaine chasse.
Like the last possible frame. Is that a gold? Oh, it was. So, you know what that means. It means we need to make a pointless time loss for no reason and kill the run. That was a 40.6. Dude. What?
Pour sauter.
Dude. Do you find Swamp Clip easier when you get stuck farther in the tree? No, I find it to be the complete opposite. So, in other words, it's all. In my opinion, it's placebo. It's no easier in any of the other spots. So, because of that, you just want to get stuck as early as possible. You want to get stuck on the close one, the close stuck spot, not the far one. If you get stuck on the far one, it's whatever. The thing is, Jane, if you get stuck on the far one, you have more time to adjust your camera. So if you want to use that logic, then yeah, sure. If you get stuck on the farther one, then yeah, it is easier because you get more time to adjust your camera. But that doesn't inherently make it easier. It's not any easier than doing the original spot. The only difference is that one is closer than the other. Yeah, you're closer to the poster, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. Because, I mean, as I've already shown, the most optimal swamp clip, which I've already gotten like my 17.76 freaking clip, was this. I just jumped here, got stuck there, and instantly went through. That's like the most practical way of doing it. But obviously that's like a 1 in a million that would ever happen. I mean, how many attempts have I put into this particular clipping method? What is it, like 3K or something into just this method? And out of all those, only 2 of them got basically instant clip. 2 of them. Just think about that. It's like literally over like 1 in 1,000 that you actually just go through the wall instantly. What determines the speed of clipping through the wall? Oh, the speed at which you fall down the clip? That's just based off of physics. And a lot of other complex code that is very hard to understand. It kind of depends, because like whenever you're moving back, you have like an acceleration value, and I believe that the game uses that to calculate how fast you should slide off of the tree, like initially. I believe, but it's kind of a stretch. There's no real great definitive proof as to what really determines how fast you fall. Generally, it's about the same speed, though, each time. I suppose the way that you do the clip could dictate how much faster you go. Because there's some clips in which you just, like, you're barely moving back, and then you fall through. And then there's other ones where you're moving so slow to the point where you have like no speed at all, and then of course it's gonna take longer to fall because you have literally no speed built up at all. You have no velocity really, so you have to build that back up.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un... Pour sauter sur le menu phare, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en... Pour sauter sur le menu phare, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Attention aux ronces, Shrek. J'ai pas trop envie d'avoir à jouer les médecins avec toi.
T'es bandit. Shrek, laisse-moi t'aider.
En plus, Shrek s'en sort très bien.
I knew that was not gonna work. That was like a frame off. Actually, I think I might have been more than a frame off. That might have been 2 frames off.
Tu as réussi.
C'était quoi ça? J'ai entendu un truc.
Sauvé par le gong.
Je suis peut-être parano, mais cet arbre ne m'inspire pas confiance.
Dude, I swear I'm gonna sneeze. I swear I am, but like it doesn't happen. I hate that. That's the worst feeling in the entire world when it feels like you're gonna sneeze and then you never do.
Oh, ces plantes-là sont terribles. Wow! Est-ce que ça va s'arrêter?
It sucks when you get just 10 coins from a money bag.
Je serais peut-être grincheux si j'avais aussi des racines.
Yep. If you're wondering, Carpi, I'm already working on something to amend that in M-game, so don't worry about that. Next M-game update, I'm planning on adding more control over that, because I think that should have already been in the game in the first place to adjust how money bags work. Like, I developed my own logic for how many coins it should give you. Developed variables that basically give you a decent amount of control as to how it works, and then... yeah, that's basically it. Basically, I've tried redoing the money bag logic with my own money bag logic. Especially the fact that it also like caps at 99 is very unsatisfying. My system I've currently set up, the first thing I wanted is to have a way where you can determine the, like, I wanted a way to be able to set the value of the money bag. Like, if you set it to, like, a value of, like, 250, then that means that the best case scenario of, whenever you hit the money bag, it will give you, like, 250 coins, or something like that. I also wanted the value to scale, in certain cases. Like, I think the example I originally used was that I wanted it to, I wanted a money bag to scale the amount of coins you got with the amount of coins you have, if that makes sense. So basically, the more coins you have, the more coins you can possibly get from the money bag, because I thought that'd just be an interesting mechanic. Because I've always loved it when you could just, like, you can get, like, stupid high amounts of whatever just for the fun of it. So the idea of just walking around with, like, hundreds of thousands of coins has always been an interesting spectacle to me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Carpe, I'm not even surprised you already know about that. I just wanted a way to natively add it, so that's what I'm working on. Also, because that doesn't 100% work the way you would hope. There's some internal values that don't get properly added to, which is just... like, as in, the game thinks you picked up a coin stack, so if the game does any calculations for how many coin stacks you've picked up, then you're gonna run into issues. Because, like, oh, you picked up what looked like a money bag, but it was actually a coin stack, so now the value is gonna be, incorrect, you know? How do you determine whether to use the Russian dub or the French dub? I manually timed all of the unskippable cutscenes. I suck so bad at this game, man. This run's literally just dead now. GG. That was like plus like 30 seconds. Arpe, in the game's code, there's something called a collection. You might be aware of that. Every time you pick up like a pickup, it adds to a value tied to the pickup. So, like there's something called coin collections, coin stack collections, money bag collections. You can use those collections in code to figure out how much of a certain pickup you've picked up. And the game uses that in certain cases. Now, I don't think it actually uses the coin stack one, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I'm it's 50-50 on that. I think I might use it for the Beanstalk World or something like that for some reason, but yeah, by modifying a coin stack to look like a money bag, it's still going to count it as a coin stack internally, when you would want it to not count as a coin stack. That's not what I meant. What do you mean that's not what you meant? Where is it drawn? Mainly Castle Siege. The Castle Siege cutscene is much faster on the French version. I think it was like 2 or 3 seconds faster or something weird like that, compared to the Russian version. So I just tested every other cutscene and checked them out. And every other cutscene, it was slower, but it was not slow enough to cancel out the time save from Castle Siege. So that is the reason why I'm on the French version, because the amount of time save overall from Castle Siege is enough to the point where it's worth playing on the French version over the Russian version. But only for any percent, because in every other category you play more unsavable cutscenes and all those are just slower in French. When compared to Russian, at least. I almost missed that. So hopefully that explains your answer. Or gives you an answer that explains your question enough. Bro, the amount of times I've spoken in reverse today is actually absurd. I like stop doing that. Gotta get the good RNG, you know.
T'as donné ta langocha.
By the way, Jane, random off topic, while you're here, I was wanting to remind you, in regards to the auto-splitter not working, if you could test out the new version and let me know what happens on that version, that'd be awesome. I hate my life. Like, the random, like, double-splitting thing or whatever that I was also having in version 2.0, I'm pretty sure it's fixed in 2.1, because I have not had it happen a single time over the course of 2 hours. Actually resetting. Terrible run. Just literally the worst run I could have ever asked for. I can't play the game today for some reason.
Pour sauter sur le nénuphar, appuie sur la touche contrôle ou fais un clic droit tout en courant en avant. Marcher dans l'eau ralentit la course.
I was hoping Wingo would test it too at some point, but I guess not. That would be cool if he would test it. I guess the only problem is that in regards to testing it, you can't really give it a full-fledged test without just freaking doing a full run, but you can do a quick test, like just do like a map or two. Like, dude, just literally load in and just see if the load remover is working. Because the load remover is the most important thing. I'm not questioning whether or not the auto splitter is gonna work, because I know the auto splitter will work. The auto splitter logic is literally identical to that of Honeypop's original auto splitting logic, which we've already confirmed works for everyone. Like, that's not the question. The question is whether or not the load remover works for everyone or not. That is the sensitive thing. It's the thing that might not work. But if the load remover works for everyone, then hey, we freaking hit the jackpot, because Honey and I were looking for a pointer for that back in 2020. We could never find it. Although I kind of think that we probably found the same one or a similar one that I found today. Except we wrote it off because of where it was located. Because whenever you look at it in memory, it looks like a really bad pointer. Because, like, whenever cutscenes play and stuff like that, it can kind of interfere with the pointer a little bit. But I found a particular offset in which it appears as if cutscenes cannot meddle with that pointer, which is really good. So in essence, it should perfectly load remove.
Oh, ces plantes-là sont terribles.
Provided that, of course, the pointer works across various bits of hardware.
J'aime pas la tête de ça. Ce serait peut-être branché.
Most random sentence ever. Crikey, dude. What are we gonna do about him? Have you named him yet?
Sommet feu du buisson qui dort.
Is it like a beetle or something? I remember that. Do you guys remember that one time I didn't know how many people remember this. I was randomly streaming on Twitch. Random beetle like came in my room, and it was such a bro, the beetle was literally like twice the size of a quarter. It was so random. It's like, what the hell? It was such a loud beetle too. It was like one of the most obnoxious insects I've ever seen enter my room. And then he made the massive blunder. He landed on my backdrop for the webcam. And I knew at that point, I was like, oh, you just picked the wrong move. And he just stood there and took the blow to the head, bro. He got smashed. Oh, man. 07 to the freaking beetle that I absolutely destroyed that one time. That's the only beetle I've ever had in my room. What a random day that was.
Je suis pas Nicolas le jardinier, mais ces arbres me font peur.
I'm not gonna kill the beetle. Why not? What color is it? My beetle's color was black and red. He actually looked pretty sick, low key. I'm not gonna lie. If I could, I was considering having that as a pet, but he was so freaking loud. I was like, nah, whatever. Let's just get rid of him. I genuinely considered that for like 2 seconds. Because he looks so cool. Are you serious, dude? No way did I do the same thing again, dude. I'm so garbage at this game. It's brown and black. Huh. So he's like, is that like a more generic one? I don't know. I swear that red and black is the more generic beetle type, at least for the US. Pretty sure I've seen more red and black ones than any others. If you really just don't want to kill him, why not, dude? Have you like grown like an attachment to him already? Yeah. I saw a small lizard near a power plant and did not know we had those. How did he even get in there, dude? Or is it like outdoor, like where you saw him? Thank goodness I got window jump. Okay, I didn't lose that much. It was a really big blunder, but it's still good enough to be on World Record pace anyway. I don't like killing bugs in general. A sad concept. I like that take. Actually, just like a good take. But if it's gonna be loud and obnoxious, I can't care. I'm sorry, I literally can't. Especially because it was at a time where it's like I was just about like once I was gonna end stream, I was like gonna go to sleep. I was like, I'm literally not gonna be able to sleep with this freaking bug flying around my room. So I just had to annihilate him. I mean, he was open to it too. I'm telling you, bro. He literally landed in the best possible spot for me to just to make his death real quick. It's like he wanted it, bro. He didn't even move. He did not even move. What a freaking Chad, dude. Didn't even move whenever I was killing him. Like, he could have reacted so... Okay. He could have reacted so much earlier than he did, but he just chose not to. Oh, I don't know, man. He kind of had it going for him. I guess the real question is, how did I even get a beetle in my room in the first place? That was what I was concerned about. Okay, dude. Nice lag spike, dude. How did I even play the game while that happened? I mean, I assume so, because like their particular work is like special, you know. Like they're working with like potions and stuff. They're not working with like nuclear waste and stuff like that. Or if not nuclear waste, then... Well, I don't know why I'm assuming that the power plant is automatically a nuclear power plant. But... you get what I mean. It's just different work, huh? So it wouldn't surprise me if they were different. By the way, if you guys are wondering why a split is missing on Hamlet Mines, it's because I was using version 2.0 of the auto splitter and it split twice for no freaking reason. Because of the bad pointer. So it seems to just be working now. I'm actually very impressed. I have not seen a single error in this auto splitter / load remover this entire stream. I'm very impressed. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that. Literally has not made one mistake. I've never seen the DLL one not make a mistake over the course of that time. It always makes a mistake at some point. But somehow this one has not. So I'm very happy at the moment in regards to the auto splitter. Because this seems like it's way better than the original one we had. Which, to be fair, the one that Honey made was better than Dalae's, but this is way better than Honey's, I think. Just because it's using the native live split language, you know, ASL. So there's like almost no overhead in terms of how it runs or works. How did that work, huh? Dude, what is George doing? Why is he fighting the Fat Knight? Imprisoned Shrek. He just gave up on George Skip. It was just like, whatever. Let's just not do that. I guess he is trying to get back in the groove of things though, so I guess that makes sense. That's probably why he's doing that. It's so random. Literally third or like top 3 player plays Shrek or President Shrek like somewhat normally. I can't believe it. Alright, we are world record pace. We are on world record pace by 0.4 seconds. However, I cannot buy all 4 potions, so I'm basically behind by like 2 seconds, I think. This is kind of a serious run now. Why should you only use French dub at the top level? Because, as I said, there's less unskippable cutscenes in any percent than there are in other categories, which is why it's more advantageous in any percent than in other categories. Because as I've already said, French overall is slower if you add most unskippable cutscenes. At a top level, you skip some particular unskippable cutscenes, mainly the Prison Shrek outro one. So you would have to basically, I think all you'd really have to do is George skip, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, you have to do George skip, you have to do gas skip. Is there something else? I don't know. There might not be anything else. It might just be those 2. You would have to do those 2 though, for sure, in order to get the time save that you would benefit from. Otherwise, you're just losing time.
Eh bien, je laisse tomber la potion. Elle est inutile si je suis seul.
Damn, dude, no! Oh, I thought it was gonna happen. And that would have been a sick run, too. That it's my last run. I can't do any more after that, man. My hands are fried. I'm sorry. That's so bad. Whatever. That was a good attempt. I was barely not far enough forward. I just need to be barely farther forward than that for it to work. I just fumbled the bag. I went too fast. GG. Damn. Good stuff. Well, there's no such thing as a raid on YouTube, so go freaking hit up Jor. He's over on Twitch right now. Hit him up, man. Hit him up. He's streaming Shrek 2 for the PC, doing the same thing I'm doing. He's like the third, or like he's literally top 3 player in the world. So yeah, hit him up, man. Give him some love. See y'all.